With a show of hands, how many of you drink soda? So a majority. According to About.com Health Nutrition, there are 10 teaspoons of sugar in a 16-ounce bottle of soda. This is what you are drinking every time you drink a 16-ounce bottle of soda. Katie Wellness Mama, a mom who provides healthy food-based information for families, states that there's absolutely no nutritional value in soda whatsoever, that only negative effects can come from this unnatural substance. Today, I want to speak to you about the effects of drinking soda. For 3 years now, I have not even taken a sip of a soft drink, and I want to share with you why that is. I want to inform you more about the substance that is entering your body when you drink soda. First, I will discuss the unhealthy ingredients soda contains, the many health problems it can lead to, and why soda is the leading cause of obesity. Let's start by looking at the ingredients. According to Science Blog, a lot of soft drinks contains carbonated water, sugar, and caffeine. Carbonation is where carbon dioxide gas has been dissolved. What most people don't know is that carbonation can be a threat to their health. QuickTips.com states that drinking carbonation will leach calcium from your bones, causing osteoporosis. A 2006 study from Tufts University looked at data from men and women in the Framingham Osteoporosis Study, and their research showed that at least 3 servings of regular and diet cola per week was associated with bone density reduction. Another study, according to Mail Online, revealed that teenage girls who drink soda are more likely to break their bones later on in life. A theory for this cause is that the phosphoric acid in the soda competes with calcium to make bones strong. So too much phosphorus leads to the absorption of calcium and the breaking of limbs. Next on the ingredients is sugar. According to Authority Nutrition, sugar contains no essential nutrients, which is why they call it the empty calorie. It contains no protein, essential fats, vitamins, or minerals, so strictly energy. Sugar can cause insulin resistance, which then can lead to diabetes. And on top of that, when sugar enters your body, it turns into fat, which leads to obesity, which I will talk about later on. The last ingredient soda contains is caffeine. According to Caffeine Informer, caffeine can increase all-cause mortality, raise blood pressure, possibly resulting in hypertension, cause insomnia and headaches, and even reduce fertility in women to about 27%. As you can tell, soda contains a lot of unhealthy ingredients for the body. Let's go more in depth about the health problems these ingredients can cause. Soda may cause several health problems. As I mentioned before, soda can lead to osteoporosis. According to Mayo Clinic, it is a condition in which bones are weak and more prone to fracture. The carbonation in soda leads to the calcium breakdown in the bones, causing them to be weaker. Soda can also lead to the metabolic syndrome. For those of you who don't know what this is, metabolic syndrome is a cluster of conditions that includes high blood pressure, excess weight around the waist, elevated cholesterol levels, and insulin resistance. Together, these conditions can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Mayo Clinic states that those who drink 1 or more regular soda a day have an increase of risk of developing this syndrome. The last health problem I am going to share with you today is how soda can affect your kidneys. Soda is linked to the formation of kidney stones because of the result of the high phosphoric acids in the soda. Mayo Clinic states that drinking 2 or more regular or diet colas a day may increase the risk of chronic kidney disease. Now that I have mentioned to you some of the health problems of drinking soda, I want to talk to you about the #1 health effect from drinking soda: obesity. According to Fox News, more than 69% of adults are considered overweight or obese. The average American consumes 45 gallons of soda per year. That's like drinking this fish tank every year. As I talked about before, soda is very high in sugar, and sugar turns into fat, which the fat leads to gaining pounds. When you eat a meal, how often do you drink it with it instead of water or Gatorade? I mean, do you guys drink soda often with your meals without Gatorade or water? No? Okay. Based off a 2,000 calorie diet, many believe that there's only 140 calories in a can of soda. So you guys think that having two of them per day is fine, but because soda contains so much sugar in it and that sugar turns into fat, you're actually consuming more calories in those soda than you actually really think. Harvard researchers also did a study on obesity, and they found that 12-year-olds who drink soda were more likely to be obese than those who didn't. For each serving of soda consumed daily, the risk of obesity increases 1.6 times. In conclusion, soda contains caffeine, sugar, and carbonation, which not only can lead to minor health problems, but also one of the biggest health problems Americans face today, obesity. So next time you get a meal, which would you rather drink, sugar or water? Thank you.
Every river has to start somewhere. And for here in Louisville, Kentucky, our Ohio River starts up in the hills of Appalachia. While this may seem forever away, 4 hours by car, what happens there indirectly happens here. So today I'm going to tell you about mountaintop removal. And through extensive research and taking my IDC class, Stripping Kentucky's Beauty, view through Kentucky riders on mountaintop removal, I feel that I can show you all what this really is and give you a lot of background information that a lot of people really just don't know about this process that happens. So I'm going to inform you about what mountaintop removal is, valley fills and their effects on the landscape, chemical runoff into the groundwater, and the all-encompassing effects that mountaintop removal has on the health impacts of the Appalachian people. First, mountaintop removal. And here I have a mountaintop removal site. What it is where a coal company comes in and they buy the land. Then they blast off the top of the mountain to dig down and to extract the coal. The reason why they do this rather than the standard digging a hole in the ground is because it's faster and it's much more cost effective and it requires less labor. This makes their profit margins even higher, which is a big, big plus for the coal industry. So what happens to the rubble that gets blown off the top? This is what they refer to as a valley fill. A valley fill is simply where all the rock and debris that's on top of the mountain gets blown off and is pushed off with giant bulldozers and toted away and fills in between the mountains. This does terrible things to the thousands of miles of streams that it buries and to the many local ecosystems that are disturbed by it. And according to the Sierra Club, more than 2,000 miles of streams in Appalachia have been buried or contaminated. This is a very, very high amount considering all of these streams eventually feed into the water that we have to drink. Another impact is that many local fish are killed in the process, and also local animals have to travel for miles away from their indigenous areas where they originally were in order just to find clean drinking water. It's not only what can be seen that has these effects, it's what's right underneath our feet and underneath the feet of the Appalachian people. And this is talking about, this is talking about the runoff. The runoff of the chemical waste from both the mining process and from the cleaning process of the coal. During the mining process, you have these very large machines that take gas and oil, which all leak and seep into the ground. These release terrible chemicals that go into the groundwater and affect all the people who are living within this area. One of the most dangerous chemicals is mercury, and because we all know that fish that we eat has a little bit of mercury in it, but once this influx amount comes in, then it makes it completely unedible and unsafe to eat. According to Environmental Justice, a nonprofit organization who legally represents the earth, states that other chemicals such as arsenic, iron, lead, selenium, barium, and other minerals are dangerous to organic compounds, humans, and during the cleaning process. The cleaning process of coal is where, after the coal is extracted, is taken away and it's blasted off with multiple chemicals to make it safer to burn so it doesn't release as many chemicals in the atmosphere. But this also has like a negative inverse effect because all these chemicals are still prevalent. So instead of going into our air, it's just affecting the people of the region. The worst part stemming from valley fills and from mountaintop removal itself is the health on the locals. The total health effects that are stemmed from mountaintop removal would be nearly impossible to tabulate. But according to a survey conducted door by door from the Center for Health and Environmental Justice, they found that cancer rates were higher in mountaintop removal counties than they were from counties that were just 1 or 2 over. Also, according to the Center for Health and Environmental Justice, women who live in Central Appalachia have a 26% greater chance of having birth defects. Through this information, we can easily correlate it to see that yes, indeed, mountaintop removal does in fact increase cancer rates based on geography. As you can see now, the mountaintop removal has both drastic effects on the environment and on humans. I presented you with information on mountaintop removal and occurrences that are ultimately tied to human health. For people of Appalachia, this isn't just an informative speech. This is a daily struggle that they must deal with.